Welcome to part one in this series on how to meditate like a spiritual Kung Fu warrior. I'm Accolon, spiritual Kung Fu warrior and trainer. This series is for people who want to maximize the benefit meditation has on their life. Now, there's many ways to meditate. There's sitting meditation, standing meditation, moving meditation, and a variety of methods for each of these. I practice all three in my practice of spiritual Kung Fu warriorship. I practice sitting meditation, standing meditation, and moving meditation. But there's one way to meditate, and it's different from the ones I just listed. But there's one way to meditate that has been the biggest difference in my life. There's one way to meditate that's been the biggest benefit to me. And that's what I'm sharing with you in this video to help you maximize the benefit of meditation in your life. Now, spiritual Kung Fu warriors, we do certain things a little different than most people. And that's true for meditation as well. In the main way to meditate in the spiritual Kung Fu warriors way. And to help you get started in this, I'm going to mention something that may surprise people. It's not a common perception for meditation or the mind. But the mind is always meditating. Now, the good news is if you haven't started meditating yet and you're wanting to get started, but you're not sure how, or you're not sure if it's something you're able to do, or whatever that the reason, the good news is you're already meditating and you didn't even know it. The mind is always meditating. It's a normal, natural, standard flow and function of the mind. So what do I mean by that? The mind is always meditating. The mind is always contemplating something. The mind is always focusing on something. When your mind is contemplating and focusing, it's meditating. This is a standard, natural function of the mind. Now, the good news is that means you're already meditating even if you don't have a set apart practice. But a particular specific method of meditating. But it also points to something to watch out for. The mind's always meditating. Well, what your mind meditates on affects how you feel and affects how successful you are in life, and it affects how you experience and what you experience and how self-confident you feel, etc., etc. Your mind is always meditating, so meditate wisely so that you benefit from it, your mind's meditations. The mind is always meditating, so meditate wisely. And what do I mean by meditate wisely? What I mean by that is you direct your mind's meditations to your benefit. Don't do what most people do, which is most people have a mental default setting of their mind where the world leads their meditations. The world directs their mind's meditations, what their mind is contemplating and thinking about and focusing on. Now, that can be entertaining, and of course it's wonderful to be entertained. That's fine. What to watch out for, and consider this, there's a lot of dysfunction in the world. There's unhealthy things in the world, in humanity. And if the world is leading your mind's meditation, it can lead you into disempowered mental states. And those don't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be disempowered, does it? You want to be empowered. So you want to actively direct, guide your mind's meditations. That is the primary approach, primary way of meditating in spiritual Kung Fu warriorship. So meditating the spiritual Kung Fu warrior way definitely involves this. Yes, there are set apart practices and methods of meditating that we use, but this is the primary meditation focus in the spiritual Kung Fu warrior way. And it's transcendent. It's so encompassing and pervasive beyond sitting practices and standing practices and moving practices of meditation. Because the mind is always meditating. As a spiritual kung fu warrior, I'm always meditating with whatever activity I'm doing. I'm actively guiding my mind's meditation as I open my eyes in the morning and begin my day, which means I'm able to start the day feeling good. So that's cool. And of course, I want that for you. But I'm always meditating. I'm meditating when I'm cooking, washing the dishes, when I'm talking with people, when I'm interacting with people, when I'm mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, driving. I'm meditating right now while I'm making this video for you. Whatever I'm doing, I'm meditating because I'm guiding my mind's meditations, and the mind's meditation is ongoing. So this is what makes so much of a difference and can make so much a difference for your life and benefit you so much, is to actively guide your mind's meditations. Now, in the course of this series, I will teach you things and show you things and share things with you that will help you do this. And start in part one here, we're just getting started, and I'm just giving you the general dynamic. Okay, in other videos, there'll be more specifics on how to help you do this. And, I may put some specific practices of sitting or standing or moving meditation in the mix as well. But the primary sense, rather than letting the world lead your mind in your mind's meditations, you go inward. You orient your mind's meditations first and foremost inward, to guide and direct and make enjoyable your inner experience of your life in whatever activity you're doing. So this is an inward direction. But I said I'll give you some specifics to help you with this, some pieces of specific ways to do this in other videos. In the general sense right now, just tuning into yourself and your own soul's wisdom and guidance, so let your mind be directed by your soul and directed by your heart. And by heart, yes, you have a physical heart. Here I'm referring to the energy center of the love center, your heart. And you have love on tap within you and wisdom on tap in your heart. So your heart and your soul, when your heart and your soul are guiding your mind's meditations, you're able to maximize the benefit of your meditations and be in empowered states and enjoyable mental states. I'm guessing that's what is leading you to meditate. Why you're here watching this video and why you're interested in meditation at all, right? To enjoy more, to enjoy your inner experience more, to enjoy yourself more and your life, to feel in a good way inside yourself. To do that, let your soul and your love center heart, your soul and your heart, guide your mind's meditations. Again, remember other videos, I'll explain more about this. So I've given you plenty to get started with, right? A simple dynamic to put into practice and put into action. The benefit comes into action. So put this into action so you can benefit and help yourself with this. If you have any questions, that's why we have a comment section. Go ahead and put your question in the comment section. I love comments, and I love answering questions for clarification because that's helpful. I want to help you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe to this channel so you get more of my videos to help yourself with, and like, share, comment, all that good stuff, right? All the things. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the mind is always meditating. Meditate wisely.